Hey, Bring a Trailer, how's everybody doing? We're looking at a really special W463 G500, and I'll go into detail about everything I did to this one, but let me start with how it started. So this is a 08 G500, one of my favorite years for a multitude of reasons. One, they still use the 5-liter M113 V8, which in my eyes is a million-mile motor. They run forever. They need very little maintenance. They have tons of power. And so they've used that motor for decades. And then in 07, they paired that engine with the 7-speed transmission that you found all the way up until 2018. So you had the old school reliability of the 5-liter V8, and you get much better acceleration with the 7-speed transmission, and just a nice upgrade. And this truck in particular only has 65,000 miles on it. Let's give this truck a second here. 65,000 miles on it. I believe it's a 2-owner truck, always been in a rust-free, snow-free environment, and it is extremely nice. So it was totally stock when I got it, all original, down to the factory correct tires on it, had great service records, and so took it and did my version of a G-Wagon Professional, which was available in Europe. You could order a modern G-Wagon, and it came with the grills and the bumpers, the mirrors and all that kind of stuff, the roof rack. So it looks like a really old school G-Wagon, but it is a modern G500 with a V8, with backup cameras, with front and rear heated seats, with power everything. And just a really nice one. You know, we'll do a walk around showing all the typical trouble areas that you want to check on the G-Wagon, but again, this one is totally rust free. Had 1552, nice set of 17-inch wheels from them, some Falcon Wild Peak all-terrains, and obviously there'll be photos of the undercarriage, but as you can see, a totally rust-free G-Wagon in every sense of the word. Removed the fender flares, front and rear bumpers, had those painted a satin black, Mercedes color, converted to the old school mirrors, which I actually love. You get so much visibility with them. If you know, this is the G-Wagons always came with mirrors like this, and then they started putting mirrors from an E-Class on it, and you just lost that visibility. So did the factory mud flaps, factory Euro spec hitch there, did all the professional style grills on all the lights, soft carrier, blacked the emblems out, did the rear ladder there, which is totally removable, it's not drilled in. Same with the roof rack, front runner rack there, which I'm a vendor of. Great system, doesn't make much noise, and you could put a tent up there or anything you'd want. Going back to the front, got the orange amber lenses, got the grill guards here. These are removable, these are not drilled in, so you could remove those if you don't like them. Coming to the front, again, the satin black with the headlight guards and all that kind of fun stuff. Paint is just really nice, all original, no rust. And then moving to the interior, I went with a Volkswagen Porsche Plaid. Removed those door inserts, put those there, very cool. And again, started with a really clean G500 and kind of customized it. Seats are very nice. And again, continuing that theme in the rear, just giving it kind of an old school look. You've got the heated rear seats. And again, the seats super soft and supple. None of that dry, greasy cracking you see on some of these. And little bit of slight pulling on the headliner. Pretty common on these in 02. They used a hard headliner They stopped using that and went to a soft, and then they went back to a hard in the later years. They realized it wasn't working out for them. Got the original plate carrier there. If you want to put a US spec plate on there, I can bolt that right on for you. The original turn signal guards, that kind of cool stuff. And of course, I'll go around here in a second. We'll look at the trouble areas on G-Wagons that I look for. And I always tell everybody, never, ever, ever buy a G-Wagon with rust. Because A, it takes a lot for them to rust. Someone had to have been very abusive with them. They hold up really well. You get a little around the windshields on some of them. Not a big deal on those, but when you start seeing them on the body lines, that's when you want to kind of step back and maybe pick a different option. Looking at the wood, again, all very nice and clear, no cracking. And yeah, dash, warp and crack free, that kind of basic stuff there. But yeah, let's go on a tour of the hinges, because if you're looking at a G-Wagon, these are the areas you want to check. We're going to give this truck a second to pass. Again, all of these hinges are nice and dry. And actually, I like seeing this. See this dirt right here? That's actually grease. So someone's been maintaining it, which is what you should be doing, is greasing those routinely. These body seams here, all nice and clean and dry. Same with the rear hinges and the rear body lines. Again, no rust under the taillights and down that rear tailgate, nice and rust free. Occasionally you'll see rust on the tops of this gutter. Again, that would be like a car that had been in Chicago its whole life. If that rust is there, you really want to run away from that car. And you can mute me if you find my talking annoying, but I just like to go over everything. Again, the hinges, and then we'll look in the dog legs and the doors. Around the windshield's always important. And what you're looking for there is any large bubbling or anything pushing out on that seam. This body line here, another place to look. But again, we're looking at a rust-free example, so this thing is ridiculously well maintained, and it shows. Again, in the dog legs here, you might see some rust, but again, if you see rust in the other places we've looked at, you more than likely have rust in those areas. So yeah, if you're looking for a really nice old school looking G-Wagon that's totally modern, this one's definitely worth taking a look at, and it's running no reserve. It's got low mileage, and wish you good luck. Please hit contact seller if I can answer any questions, and I hope you're having a wonderful day.